What's up, this is Squad 2448, we're following Slater Sound Team map building video. Today we'll be working on the driveways and parking lots for all of the buildings here on the new map. I did have to raise the ground in the majority of the sections because the sidewalk is higher. We do actually have to raise the grass, which works out pretty nice. You guys can see, the lip isn't that bad, kind of transferring from this driveway area to the grass. So today we'll be doing many different types of driveways. Some will be bricks, some will be concrete, and then some will be the concrete of the train, which should be pretty interesting. And this house that we are first doing is our spawn house. This is where we will spawn when we do kind of start off the map every single day. And like we're saying, guys, many of these will have different types of driveways, which should be pretty cool, and it will definitely be very interesting using those. But as you guys can see, this has a 6-car garage, which is pretty cool. It has a very large 2-car garage, and then it has a separate building over here, which is a 4-car, which is really nice. We'll kind of come over here. As you guys can see, we just did this driveway. I will have to readjust a lot of these as we kind of continue, but that will be the first driveway we are doing. Next up, we will actually be selecting this patio. Take a look at this. Some driveways and patios we will be doing with this, which will be turning out very nice. So up next, we want to do this property right over here. So we want to kind of paste this, and we will have to do a lot of rescaling because this is just way too big for us. So we'll definitely keep that to 12 for now, and we'll definitely put this to kind of point, I would say 0.3 should be good. We want it to kind of be the same square, that way the blocks do not look out of place. So up next, we'll be kind of bringing this over here. As you guys can see, there is different terrain now, which is nice. It's not an exact level map, and I'm very excited for that, and there's a lot more cool things to come here on this map. So stay tuned for all of the map building videos. You guys can see, this will be the driveway. We are pretty close to the house right now. We'll get a little bit closer, and we do want this to be very nice. We do have to readjust this maybe to 6. Yes, I think 6 will do it for us, and to keep it looking nice, we will be doing this. So many patios and many driveways will be built out of this, which I think will look awesome. We'll duplicate this, and we'll bring it down. Take a look at that, and we actually have to push this house a little bit further away. So let's kind of readjust this just a little bit. We want this to kind of come over here, and we actually want it to be the same height as this. So it looks like we have to do a little bit of ground maneuvering, which isn't going to be that big of a problem. We'll move this back. Take a look back, guys. Looks like we got that one into place. We'll be moving this over here, and I'm very excited for this series. It's going to be one epic map, and stay tuned for all of the very cool videos to come. So I want this one to kind of be perfect. We'll take this. We actually have to come over here to smooth, and we actually have to sink this ground just a little bit. So the map is going to be very nice. Not every place is even, and like I was saying, I did have to raise the ground to make sure that the lip is not going to be too large for the vehicles to kind of drive over. So it looks like we got that one into place, and we'll definitely do one more of these. But wow, we have to remove a lot of this. We'll definitely kind of remove it. Some areas it's just way too tall, and then some areas I did a little bit extra, which is okay. So up next, you guys can see, this will be the driveway. That looks to be perfect just about there. So next up, we'll be taking this house, and we'll be moving it into place. We'll lower it down so that the step is right like that. That looks perfect as is. We'll move it a little bit closer, but as you guys can see, this will be one of the house driveways. I think that it's going to be pretty nice, changing it up from the usual kind of driveways that we do with the in-game one. But as you guys can see, that's perfect. Very nice, everything like that. So up next, we'll be doing a few parking lots, and the first parking lot I want to do is the new Chevy dealership. I found this New Holland building, very nice dealership, and I thought that we could change the signs, everything like that, and make it into a Chevy. So that is what we will be doing with this, and then the GMC will have the same building as this, but with the GMC sign. So up next, we'll be kind of doing this parking lot, and I will have to do these to all of the different buildings here. But you guys can see that we do actually have a few ramps where you could park trucks on to display the brand new ones that do arrive at the dealership. Some do have that, and some even have car lifts. So it looks like that's going to be good. And as you guys can see, I will have to raise the ground because that is way too big of a curb, and that's not going to be too good for us. So we'll have to do a little bit of working around, and that's what I had to do to the entire map area. In the back, since you guys can see, there's garage doors. We do want to come back just like this, not too much, but just enough to kind of access these doors. And if you haven't already, I do recommend you check out the live stream where we were live kind of putting all of these buildings into place. I mean, that's a very cool live stream, and I think we'll be doing many more of these. And this map will be released the first day of spring. As you guys can see, we got this one done, which is pretty cool. I really do like that one. Up next, we'll be doing the storage units now. It's pretty realistic if you don't have space at your house to store your equipment, anything like that, any other place. So I did add this. I think that this is a very cool thing that could be featured in some videos, kind of going to the storage units, getting stuff out of storage, especially like in the off seasons. We'll probably put things here. As you guys can see, I mean, we are just continuing to do these driveway after driveway, and all the driveways do have this to make sure it's a bit easier to kind of come off. And as you guys can see, we do actually have to readjust this just a little bit. It looks like I actually did raise it. Looks like I did in some areas and didn't in others. So we're just going to raise it up. As you guys can see, we do actually have to have this up enough, or else getting in it will be a little bumpy, and I do not want that. So I think we'll go do one more property, then we'll pretty much be calling it a day. I think we'll try to do ones that I have already worked on. I think I did this one. Actually, no. Let's take a look. So we'll definitely do this. And actually, no, we will be doing this one right over here. It's a pretty small office building, which should do a pretty good job. And I think this one will just be like this very small parking lot. It is a pretty small building. So that looks to be good on that side there. We'll go a little bit extra over here. Let's take a look. And I think that's perfect as is right about here. As you guys can see, I mean, this map is coming along good. And it's just going to be a lot of time and effort that I will have to be putting in off camera. But hope you guys enjoyed today's video doing some driveways. I will definitely be just kind of finishing up all of them since they are going to be very similar. But as you guys can see, this is the train one, and we do actually have a very nice one over here. I really do like how this one came out. This one looks pretty cool. And I think before we do call it a day, let's come over here. We'll take this concrete one, and let's kind of do this last one. Let's take a look. And I think we'll do this one right about here. So this one will also be a very nice concrete driveway. We'll be pasting this here. We do just have to readjust the length, and then that's pretty much it. I do want to change it up, not have all of the same types of driveways and everything like that. So this is a great way to do it. We'll probably put this 2.4, actually no, we'll probably put it to 0.7, and I think that that's going to be perfect right about there. We'll put this 290, and that looks awesome. So as you guys can see, we'll just center this, and that looks perfect for this driveway. I really do like it a lot, and this one does not actually have a house, anything like that. So we'll just kind of back this off just a little bit, and we do actually have to raise the house up. Oh, looks like we do have to raise it up. Actually, no. We'll keep it kind of flush right about there, and I will kind of lift up the ground just a little bit. But as you guys can see, that's a pretty cool driveway. I will be finishing up all of the other ones. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and subscribe for more.